Hey YouTubers, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to give a review on the new Mustang Mach E, which I know nothing about, and I'm also rubbish at doing reviews. This is going to be fun, stay tuned. For more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, and if you do like this, then give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on Fun to Drive Cars. I'll put the link down there where you get sneak peeks of upcoming videos. Let's go. So here is the much talked about Mustang Mach E, which is Ford's fully electric version of the Mustang. Now I follow a lot of Facebook Mustang groups, and as this does not have a combustion engine, many Mustang owners actually hate it and don't want anything whatsoever to do with it, and it should not have the Mustang name. But as I don't really know much about cars and how they drive or anything like that, I thought it'd be quite fun for me to grab hold of one of these from Ford, borrow one for a little while, take it for a little drive, have a look around it, and just let you know my opinion, what I think of it. But again, this is just my opinion, which is absolutely useless. Don't take any notice of this, and really go drive one yourself and try one yourself to see what you think about it. So firstly, let's take a look at some stats about this car, which I don't know of any. Let me just grab my phone. So I'm gonna go, I'll have a look on the interweb, see what I can find about this car. While I'm doing that, you take a look around it. I found something. Apparently you can get three versions of this car. You can get the standard Mach E, which starts from just over £41,000, the all-wheel drive version, which starts from just under £47,000, and now the GT version, which starts from just over a very hefty £67,000. When I say starts from, that's because after you select your basic Mach E or the all-wheel drive versions, you can then select between standard range or the extended range. The basic Mach E gives a choice between 273 miles or 379 miles, whereas the all-wheel drive gives you a choice between 248 or 335 miles. I guess powering all the four wheels costs you a little bit of range. The GT only comes in one extended range version, giving you 310 miles. Good news though, the long-awaited GT version of this vehicle, 0 to 60, is 3.7 seconds. That's faster than my Mustang 5 litre GT. But just wait a minute, take a look at this. If you look closely at the performance figures on the webpage, you'll see it's got a reference mark against it. Well, if we now scroll down to the bottom and find out what that reference is, what you can see here is that it's referencing that these figures are made using a rolling start. So those figures were based on a rolling start. That's cheating, Ford. Let's now take a look at the body styling. 18-inch alloy wheels with Bridgestone tyres. LED Mustang signature headlights. Not a clue what that means. Trademark pony on the front grille panel plate on the front. And you also get a pony on the rear. So weirdly, they've got no handles on to make it flush and more aerodynamic. Yet they put this stupid little handle on here, which I don't get it, because to open the door, you press that button there and the door just opens. You don't need the handle. Why have they done that? And to make it even worse, if you go to the back, there isn't an handle on the back. So you just have to do that anyway. So why would you do that on the front, Ford? Take this off, you don't need it. The clever part though is they've got these codes down here. You might just be able to see them on the camera. So if you pop out to your car to get something out of your car and you forgot your key, you can enter the 7-digit code and it will unlock either the doors or the back by pressing other buttons. And then you can just hold two of the buttons together at the end to relock it. Clever idea that. Let's see what's available in the back. Now, the interweb says it's got 402 litres of storage in here. That's quite big, that. I bet I could sleep in there. Yep, I bet I could. Well, while I'm in here, let's check out the interior. All the models now come with a 10.2 inch cluster panel and a huge 15.5 inch touchscreen for the main infotainment panel. Just like a Tesla, apart from that huge volume button at the bottom of the screen there. Wireless charging is standard on all models, and all the rest of the controls are pretty much what you expect to see in a standard car. As for storage, you've got plenty here on top of the centre console, underneath the centre console, inside the centre console, an ample sized glove box, and of course the door storage bins. So let's get it out on the road and take it for a little test drive. So all the car reviews that I watch talk about loads of technically boring stuff whilst they're driving. As I know very little about cars and driving cars, the next few minutes of this video are probably going to be well boring, so you might as well just skip ahead if you're not interested in this. So it's just my opinion, and it's not based on anything that I know about anything about cars. Okay, so how's it feel? Well, it feels very comfortable, I must say. Now, having just read a little bit more on the interweb about this car, I'm going to press you with my knowledge of the 3 driving modes available. Press this button here, drive modes come up. Got 3 drive modes on this car. We have active mode. This is your default day-to-day mode. The car sets the ambient lighting to soft blue, and Ford also pipes in a little in-vehicle sound to enhance the experience. Whisper mode. This tones things down and reduces the acceleration. It also sets the ambient lighting to blue and cuts off any in-vehicle sounds. Untamed mode. Yeah, just like a Mustang. This lets it all rip. It gives you instant throttle response, enhanced in-vehicle sounds, and turns the ambient lighting to orange. I think I'll keep it in untamed mode. So I've got it on set on the untamed setting. So let's just pull out of here now. And there's warning lights I've got the mirror telling me that there's a car near me. I've got a thing on the dashboard here telling me that I'm a little bit too close to the fire in front, which I'm not, I'm miles off, but I think you should be able to adjust that when you set your cruise control, because it'll be active cruise. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, well, I'll tell you something, I've turned on the one pedal driving, so when you lift your foot off the accelerator, the car should brake itself down for you. You can feel it. It's very weird, to be honest. I'm not used to that at all, having driven loads of autos. Now that's the next thing. If you're used to driving gears, then this is going to feel very strange to you. I totally drive autos all the time. So when I slam my foot to the floor, that's go fast. When I lift it off the pedal, that's slow down. And anywhere in between is the different speeds. In this car, lift your foot off the pedal, you can actually feel it braking and slowing you down. And it will brake and slow you down to a complete stop, which is very interesting. So what I want to do, I just want to do a rolling start. So if I get to, this car's behind me, so I can't do much on it. So I'm doing 50 now, so I'm going to slam it to the floor. Let's see what happens. 50, and here we go. Christ, oh, gee. That is, oh, that, my Mustang GT, even though it's got a faster 0 to 60 than this, that just feels, I don't know, it just feels a lot faster. I think it's because the car is so silent. There's no noise at all, really. There's a little bit, now because I've got the untamed mode, there's a little bit of noise I can hear. And just push it down. You might not be able to hear it. Let's just try this, listen. Sounds a little bit like an engine. Now let me just put it onto whisper mode. Now that should quieten everything down, so let me just see when I do the same action now, put my foot to the floor. Yeah, absolutely quiet. So let's go to active mode and put my foot down. Yeah, it's a little bit of in-car noise, but I think untamed the mode you want, because I think it's trying to put a little bit of a, I won't say V8, but it is just trying to put a little bit of an engine noise. And it works, it does work inside the car. You do feel that you've got an engine roaring there, and you can feel that instant torque. So So unfortunately I didn't bring my draggy with me, so I can't really do a 0 to 60 test in this, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull off and I'm just going to give it a little blip. Oh, I can feel the active steering is trying to pull me back into the lane, because I didn't indicate when I just pulled in. This computer here, you can see it, can't you? So this computer here is huge. It's absolutely huge, and it looks awesome. I think the quality of the graphics on it are very, very good. Let's just stick it back on there, on the maps. How do you get it on the maps? I don't know how you get it on the maps. Hang on. Oh, hang on, that big button up there. There we go. Navigation, boom. No, unlike the Teslas, this is only like a half screen navigation. Now I'm not sure if you can go full screen with that. Ah, there is a button there. Right, you can go 3/4 screen to it. So I'm doing 28 miles an hour. I'm going to take my foot off the pedal in this one pedal driving mode. Let's see what happens. You can probably see out the window there. And that's it, complete stand, complete stop. I've not touched the pedal. This is fantastic. Now I'm going to smack that accelerator pedal and see what happens. Whoa, there's a little bit of delay before it comes in. But by hell, that certainly does go. I wonder if that little bit of a delay is why Ford did all of their 0 to 60s as a rolling start. Let's just try that again. So what I'm going to do, let me do it at 5 miles an hour and then we'll slam it and get to 5 miles an hour. So I'm just moving 5 miles an hour, foot to the floor, bonnet comes up, still that little bit of a delay when it goes, but look at that 60, it's like wow. And this is not the fast one, so imagine getting the Mustang GT, or the Mustang Mach E GT I should say. This braking, I do like this one pedal braking. You probably won't need to use your brake pedal. Oh, that engine sound, it's brilliant. You need it, you definitely need it in an electric car, you really do. Right, I'm kicking out here. Okay, let's push her up to 70. Whoa, it's just instant torque. What a great electric engine. Yeah, that's, not sure you can see that screen there, but I've got from about there to there with a map. I think that's the biggest you can have it. So let's try the cruise control. So set, or if it's on then, is that on? So let's see, I'll cruise up to the back of these vehicles up here. Let me just try the torque steering, just see. So I'm going to take my hands off. I'm going into the edge slightly. Slowing down because of the vehicle in front. A little bit of, it's telling me to keep my hands on the wheel. So I just touch it. Now, the trick, somebody once said if you put your leg there, I don't know if that's going to work. Let's have a look. So it is torque steering me back in again, I can feel it. I never told you this, but now I'm not touching, it's almost auto drive now. It senses that I've got a hand on the wheel, which is because my leg's touching it, and it's torque steering and keeping me in the lanes. I'm finding this torque steering is a little bit better than the one on my Discovery Sport. That seems to want to do that, and then it seems to throw you over to the other side. Yeah, so it just came up, keep hands on the wheel. I just pushed my leg against it a little bit more, and then the keep hands went off. Keep hands on the steering wheel went off. Anyway, let's go back to normal. So this seat, let me just check this seat. It don't feel very comfortable at the moment for me, but I think that's my fault. I haven't set it up properly when I got in the car, but yeah, the leather's really nice. I don't think it's got heated and cooled seats though. I think it's just got heated seats. I'm just going to turn off the in-car sound, and I'm going to drive in untamed mode without it. So I'm coming to roadworks now, so what I need to do, I'm going to turn around at the next junction and travel back. Inside, comfort wise, I don't know, it's a little bit clothy around this part here. It's kind of a bit hard plastic there. Steering wheel feels very nice. The doors have got a leather sort of effect to them, but a little bit of the clothy stuff as well. But overall, it's It's not bad, but to be honest, you're going to be paying nearly £50,000 for a car like this. I think I'd want a little bit more luxury inside. That braking, that one pedal braking is unbelievable. This is so easy to drive. And if you've got the GT version of this, my God, I think you'll be on the drag strip as much as you can. I think if this is the type of cars we're going to have in the future, I think I'm going to enjoy the future. I love that feeling of when you're thrown back in your seat and that instant power. And the electric cars are the ones that give you that. Beautiful panoramic roof on this as well. That really just makes the car a lot more spacious, even though it's pretty big. Ample room in the back for 4 people. I think I've said really all I can about the car really, from my limited knowledge about driving and things like that. So I'd love to get hold of one of these, because if you know me from my videos, I love looking at different things and features of cars that I can find. So I'd read the manual back to front, and with all this computer here, my God, I bet I could find 100 things that people didn't know about. I'd love to have time to do that, but unfortunately I've got to take this car back now to Ford because he only let me it for a few hours. But what a great few hours. Certainly opened my eyes. This is my first time driving electric, and you know what? I like it. So there we go. Overall, I like the styling, and I think it looks enough like an SUV, and it's not trying to look like a coupe, so that's perfect. So as I already own a Mustang GT coupe, the question is, would I buy one of these? The answer, yes I would. As for an SUV, it's quiet, it's fast, very comfortable, and you know what? I think it'd fit nicely alongside my Mustang GT. It's fast enough around town, it's got plenty of storage, and it's electric. I may have to check my finances. So there we go. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and if you did like this one, then give me that thumbs up. Until the next time, stay safe.